I want to get down to the New York Stock Exchange. Jim Cramer joins us now. Jim, we can talk about some of these economic numbers. Who maybe want to get your thoughts on what Barry's talking about. I also want to get your thoughts on what CZ said earlier this morning about the future of crypto. Where do you want to start?
First, I think Barry's closer to the situation than a lot of the people who work at the Federal Reserve, just in part because he's in the business every day. And it's immediate, not looking at last month or the month before. And I think that his projections are far more spot on. As far as your interview with CJ on crypto, I find the level of arrogance for people who think that crypto is good shocking. I have problems with the dollar, the same problems that Barry has in terms of the huge amount of debt. But there's clarity, and you know that there's debt, and you can easily switch to gold if you'd like, or some other asset, maybe real estate that can be better. But we can put up these currencies, and I question, well, what do we know about Solana? What do we know about XRP? And the answer is zero. And the reason why we know zero is because the government doesn't feel that it should be regulated. And we put them up. We could put up lots of it. We could have put up Enron. That was a very well-traded stock. So, I question why we put these up. I know that that's maybe seditious, but I question why we're not allowed to question any of these things.
I think we are allowed to question these things, and I think at least, and I think on your broadcast and our broadcast, we've been questioning it repeatedly to the point where
you guys have been nonstop. You have been nonstop, and it's been great. I didn't mean it like that. I meant that they don't want you to question.
That's for sure.
I love this interview today. I want you to be clear. What I'm saying is they didn't feel compelled. None of these people feel compelled to answer. I was looking at some of the things that you've been asking on your November 10th, and it's unbelievable how much money you could have saved people. Unbelievable what Squawk has done. But they don't feel compelled. I guess because you don't have subpoena power. You have asked everything. Anyone who listened to your questions would say, I got to get out of this. Well, but their answers were reassuring. And, you don't have subpoena power and you're not a prosecutor, but, man, you nailed every one of these things. And it is just so aggravating. I am sure when the book is written, someone will say the media did nothing. Your team did everything. But nobody listened in the government. I say congratulations to you and shame on those who would not answer your questions in any direct way. Instead, just made you feel like, are you kidding me? I say congratulations to you. Shame on them.
Thank you. We did get a lot of "Are you kidding me?" For years, we've been getting the "Are you kidding me?" Jim, I want to thank you.
Yes,
we will see you.
You guys have been consistent, and it is incredible to me.